Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of The Noodle Life. On this channel, I'm going to be checking out, reviewing, and eating noodles from around the world. Today, we have Chongqing noodles from China. This was imported from China. I bought it at a Chinese store that I found for $2.19 American. And right off the bat, the packaging itself gives me the notion that this is going to be a spicy bunch of noodles. These two guys look pretty happy. The noodles themselves look pretty good. I always enjoy those Chinese spicy noodle soups, so I think I'm going to like this one. Also on here, you see the little indicator of the cracked open pepper. So again, that's telling me that these are probably going to be pretty hot. Now, the packaging itself, pretty nice. There's a little holder in there for the different noodles and packets. I can't wait to get in and see what they have inside of these. One thing I love about noodles is you never quite know what's going to be in the package. Sometimes it's just one of those simple packages with the little flavor packs. Other times, like this one, you get a whole bunch of different things. And you can kind of see in the little window there the different items inside, and you can see some what looks to be like a flavor packet or something, some sort of liquid. So this should be good. All right, checking out the back. Noodles, hot and spices. So I'm assuming they put this on when they import it. It says product of China, the different ingredients. And I'm actually fairly surprised because normally when you see ingredient lists like this, they tend to be a lot longer. Looking 325 calories. I don't know if that sounds really right, but looking through here, I always like to check the sodium. So sodium, 27 milligrams. I don't believe it. Usually these things have thousands of milligrams of sodium. So what I did was I checked out my little Chinese translator, and here is the actual nutritional facts for this. So these are the noodles. This is for the packet of pickled vegetable. This is, I think, the little seasoning pack, the dry seasoning pack. This one is for I think the liquid seasoning pack that we saw inside. And then this last one is the soy sauce package. So let's see. The noodles, we have the total energy, protein, fat. This is carbohydrates, and then sodium. So looking at the calories across the board, these are in kilojoules. And if you divide by 4, it's going to be roughly about 1,200 calories for this whole package. And in terms of sodium, it's going to be quite a bit. The one package here is 12,000, almost 12,500 milligrams of sodium. So there's going to be a lot of sodium in here. And I've often heard you shouldn't drink the soup base of these types of noodles. I'm probably going to take some taste of it, but I don't think I'm going to drink the whole thing because I think there's about 15,000 milligrams of sodium in this whole package. Okay, well, let's cut this open, see what we have inside. So here's that liquid packet we saw. It's got all sorts of chilies inside. It looks fairly spicy. It looks like it's just oil, like a chili oil that you're going to put into the soup. This is going to be the dry packet. What's interesting is there's some like little round balls in there. I don't know if these are small peanuts or soybeans or what. Here are assuming these are the pickled vegetables. And then the soy sauce packet. Finally, the noodles. I have to say, these are some really nicely packed noodles. They don't look like the typical instant noodles that you get in a lot of the different soups. So here it all is, and let's put this in the pot, get it cooking. Leave that on high heat. Now, I don't like to measure my water. Just pour it straight in. Usually you can figure it out pretty well once you've done this a few times. Put a bit more. That seasoning packet looked pretty hearty, so I don't think adding too much water is really going to dilute this much. Once we get this to a boil, add our noodles, and then we can go from there. Okay, this has gotten to a nice boil. I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit. Let's see, open up the noodles here. Get a nice handy little tear pouch. Now I should actually be using chopsticks for this step, but a fork's what I got at the moment. Now one thing that I actually like to do is add the flavor packet, the dry flavor packet, to the water to season the noodles. And let me turn this down a bit more so it doesn't overflow. There we go. All right, so let me tear this guy open, massage it around a little bit. That looks pretty nice. And those do look like soybeans, so should be tasty. Oh man, the smell on that, incredible. Smells like Chinese peppers. This almost looks like a peanut. Okay, so we'll let that cook. And once those noodles are done, we're gonna pop them into the bowl and start adding all the different flavor packets. All right, let's give one a try. Let's see here. Those are ready. All right, take it off the fire, put it in a bowl. Okay, well, I want to taste the broth before we do anything else. Let's see. That's already pretty salty, but very good. A lot of flavor. And let's see, what are these little guys? Let's see. Yep, those are soybeans. Okay. Let's see. First, let's add the chili flavor packet. So let's see here. Oh, that is spicy. This is all chili oil, very spicy. Oh man, that's getting you right back in the throat, and it's creeping up on me. Whew. Anyway, so it tastes like there's some Sichuan peppers in here, some numbing, some definitely hot, and yeah, it tastes like the chilies were actually fried in the oil because they have that nice crispy consistency. So let's pour that in. Oh man, look at that color. I'm not gonna be able to get all of this out, but I don't think it matters because there's plenty in there and I have it all over my fingers. It's one of the hazards. I just gotta make sure not to rub my eyes with one of these fingers. That would not be a fun day. But you can kind of see how this is starting to melt into the soup. All that oil, the chilies, all of this just pure flavor right in there. Okay, next we'll go for the soy pack. Let's see, let's give this a little taste before I put it in there. Now that doesn't taste like your typical soy. It has almost like a mushroom flavoring. There's something else in this, but it's soy, definitely soy with some other flavoring added to it. Okay. And finally, the pickled vegetables. Sometimes this is like a cabbage, other times I think they call it a tuber. Whoops. Get that out of my soup. Let's try one of these first. So there it is. It's crunchy. It's not really pickled. It has some flavoring, but it doesn't have the pickle flavoring that you might expect. This is the one item that tastes kind of fake, like very processed. Throw it in there, break that up. Mix up the soup. Probably should have put the pickled stuff in first, but ooh, this bowl's hot. Man, look at all that oil and chili. If that first taste of how spicy this was is any indication of what the soup is going to be like, I'm needing a napkin or two to wipe the sweat off my head. All right, here it goes. First taste. Now the spicy is not coming through yet. It's there, but not like when I took the first taste of this packet. Like I said, I don't think you're really meant to drink the soup base. Not only is there a lot of oil in there, but a lot of sodium. That said, the way I cooked the noodles was perfect. Flavoring them first really gave them some flavor. And then the spiciness, I didn't get any of the, what's the tuber in? Let's try that. Get a bigger piece here. There we go. Let's try it all together. The crunchy texture is perfect with this. That's really good. And oh man, that spicy is now starting to kick in. You know what? Let me take a taste of just the soup base. Oh, that's gonna be spicy. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh man. Oh, that is really spicy. Oh, that's good though. So what I like to do when I'm in a restaurant or that, is I like to take some noodles. Whoops, my chopstick skills aren't the best. Get the flavor base in there and then eat it like this. That's the way to go on these. I love slurping noodles, but the best way is to get some of the soup base, pop the noodles in there, and then you get all the flavors together. If you can, add some of the crunchy tuber. Let's see if we can get one of the soybeans in there. My chopstick skills are up to the task. There we go. All right, now you get everything in one perfect little bite. I'm sorry I'm shaking, but that spicy is really starting to kick in. Oh, this is a good soup. I don't know, I have to have some more of that base. Oh, this is good. Let's see. The more I'm eating this, and the longer these noodles are sitting, it's starting to soak up a lot of the spicy flavors that are in here. So when I first had it, it just tasted like noodles. Now that the oil and things are starting to penetrate into that noodle, the flavors are really coming through all together. Oh man, take another sip of this. Look at that, all the little peppercorns and everything. All right, you can come along. There you go. Nope. Oh, that goes right up into your nose. I swear I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to spicy food. Oh, that is good. But you can start to see the oil collecting on the noodles. All right, well, I'm gonna continue to eat this. I'll give you my final verdict once I get to the bottom of the bowl. Okay, all done. That's all that's left. I'm gonna try to keep myself from drinking the juice. I mean, this stuff is amazing. Look what it's doing to the bowl. All that oil, all that spice, just soaked right into those noodles. I would say my only complaint here, and this was my fault, is I overcooked the noodles. Now, what I mean by that is the noodles were perfect when I took them out, but as they were sitting in the water, they continued to cook. Now, what I would do is probably cut the time in half. I would say minute and a half, 2 at the very most. Cook those noodles, put them in here, and then start adding your seasoning, and the noodles will continue to absorb everything. That was the reason why once I put in this packet, I didn't taste the flavoring right away. It took a little bit of time before the noodles soaked up all that deliciousness. But man, this was good. I was definitely sneezing a few times there from all the spiciness, but these were amazing. At $2.19, this makes a great meal. The only thing I might add to this is maybe some bean sprouts, but aside from that, leave it alone, eat it, enjoy it. Just make sure to have a few paper towels around so you can wipe your head off or blow your nose, because these are gonna clean you out, I guarantee it. Anyway, I wanna thank you so much for watching. This has been the first episode of The Noodle Life. I'm gonna be doing different noodles from around the world, trying various stuff, so I hope you'll join me. Definitely click the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time on The Noodle Life. Bye.